Yeah, come on in. Got a good one. Got a good one. What's up, Rose? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Alright, we'll give him another minute and we'll get started. Oh, I'm doing good, Rose. How about yourself? Alright. How about we gonna get started? Let's get it in now. Let's get it in. Now, I just went to go see the Joker movie. Really, really, really good movie. Really, really good movie. Now, this is a rarity that they do a movie about the villain, I guess you would say. But they showed you in the movie that not all villains start off as villains. There's a storyline to how they got there. You see what I'm saying? In the beginning, he was just a clown. His mama taught him that he had the gift to spread joy among the people. And he was trying his best to use this gift. The problem was, he was living a lie. Because everything his mama told him was a lie. So he was living in an illusion. And he was always trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why my life ain't shit. Cause he even said in the movie, I feel like I don't even exist. What up, Lil? I feel like I don't exist. You see what I'm saying? I feel like I'm fucking up. What's going on? Why is my life hell? What's up, Comlish? Why is my life hell in this movie? You see what I'm saying? Like, what did I do wrong? And come to find out, he did nothing wrong. Everything that happened to him was the result of his mama's fuck-ups. She adopted him. She let some guy rape him, you know, beat him, you know, and it pretty much drove him crazy. See what I'm saying? So when he got the opportunity, he killed him. You see what I'm saying? But remember, this is horror occultism. He killed her to conquer the energy. You see what I'm saying? Because we dealing with the Joker energy, which is the SU energy. And the SU energy is the Trickster energy. You see what I'm saying? And the Trickster energy is chaos energy. See what I'm saying? And of course, since we're dealing with SU, we're dealing with the God of the crossroads. Whatever he did, it manifested, number one. And number two, it created new vortexes and portals and timelines that solidified themselves because of his acts. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to see this. And you see this when all the shit that he did led to a revolution. And his revolution led to fucking Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed. And this triggered his awakening as Batman, or Kamazos, the mind bat god Kamazos, the god of death, rebirth, and sacrifice. So he gave way to this energy. You see what I'm saying? So what's up, Brian? He gave way to this energy. And what's going on here? This is a story of a man dealing with his shadows that he didn't even know he had, because he thought he was crazy. And he is showing us how society view people who are not of their program. You see what I'm saying? Who kind of weird, the artists, the motherfuckers who in society's eyes are, not fit for them. You see what I'm saying? They even said it in the movie. What Thomas Wayne said. These motherfuckers who beneath us, we consider them to be clowns. He said it. The weirdos, the outcasts, everybody in this movie, what's up? Everybody in this movie, the outcast, was considered to be clowns. You see what I'm saying? So everybody who wasn't on their level, they considered to be, they pretty much was saying they ain't shit. So he started this clown movement. The SU energy started the clown movement, the Trickster energy. You see what I'm saying? The Trickster force. And this gateway and this Trickster force opened up a gateway. Meanwhile, he dealing with his personal issues. He had uncontrollable laughter. Of course, he had uncontrollable laughter. An aspect of the Trickster energy is comedy. Because comedy comes from what? A dark and chaotic place. So there was his gift to cope with what the fuck was happening to him. And a lot of shit was happening to this nigga here. You see what I'm saying? What's up, Lisa? A lot of shit was happening to this nigga at any given moment. But he was working through his shadow. This is his dark rising gave way to the Dark Knight rising, or Kamazos, or Batman. You see what I'm saying? So it gets real here. It's a real deep movie if you know what you're looking at. Cause his whole life he was up under the illusion that his life was a tragedy. But when he figured out, when he tapped into this true energy, he realized it was a comedy. Because his whole life even when he was a kid, he was a happy kid, full of laughter. You see what I'm saying? But his mama told him he was crazy. You see what I'm saying? She was feeding him lies and illusions. His mama represents your sleep parents. You see what I'm saying? Your sleep family members who don't even know it because they're Agent Smiths, archons. They're sleeping agents or sleeping archons. They don't even know it, but the shit that they said do damage to children, and the shit that they do damage to children. But they don't really realize to what depths until the child get older and fucking he put a pillow on her face and kill her. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what she represented in this movie. She represented the sleep parent, the parent who supposed to be looking out for a kid, but because she sleep and fucked up and archonic and Agent Smith, then that energy is being projected onto her child. And this is what happened. As you can see in the movie, he was great with kids because SU deals directly with your inner child, your magical self. because he is the messenger. And what is the messenger? He is the messenger between the physical plane and the spiritual world, and the spiritual plane. And what in us represents the messenger? Your intuition. You see what I'm saying? Your intuition is the message. Your intuition is issue. You see what I'm saying? The message. You see what I'm saying? Hermes Trismegistus is another name for him. Elegua. Just a few other names that y'all know him by. You see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on here. You got this God, this deity rising, working through his shit, fighting this motherfucker. Cause every motherfucker you can't like, every motherfucker in this movie he murked deserved that shit. Every motherfucker in this movie he murked deserved it. You can't even lie. He killed his friend, he killed his co-worker because he set him up to get fired. He gave a mentally unstable person a gun, and the nigga never even carried a gun. You see what I'm saying? That's how crazy this is. He gave a mentally unstable person a gun, and he didn't even carry. He didn't even need a gun. You don't give no fucking mental patient no gun. You see what I'm saying? But he gave him the gun for a reason. The gun was his lightsaber. Of course, it was a red lightsaber, cause he dealing with the root force. Cause he trying to bring shit. And Shu's job as the Trickster deity is to start some shit, start some chaos. There's an old saying that states, if you want change, then create chaos. You see what I'm saying? If you want change, create chaos. So this is what was happening here. His job was to create that chaos. He needed a lightsaber to do that. And the lightsaber came in the form of a gun, a 6-shooter. Of course, 6 deals with the unification of the feminine and masculine energies, the 6th chakra. What colors did he wear all through the movie? Red, white, and black, which are the colors of that shoe. Literally, like no bullshit. Like they pretty much tell you what it is. When he ascended, he put on purple and yellow and green. You see what I'm saying? Because now he in his higher chakras. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But he never got rid of the red. Letting you know that all his chakras are activated. You see what I'm saying? He the ascended master. He the ascended God. So it's a deep movie. It's a deep movie. So this is happening here. Pay attention to what's going on in this movie. He dealing with his shit. I mean, he dealing with his psychosis. They say he was supposed to be a happy kid. So he said he was a happy kid in the dossier of his mother's, because his mother was stone fucking crazy, and it wasn't even his mother. It was he was an adopted child. So she had no business adopting anybody if she was that fucked up in the first place. So that was the mistake. That was the mistake of the fucking so-called child protective services. You see what I'm saying? Which let you know how much they don't give a fuck about you. You see what I'm saying? To not even do a background check on this woman to see if she was dangerous or not. So, what goes on next? What happens here is you get him finding out about himself. He was a happy kid, so that means he was a starseed originally. But this is what happened when a starseed go dark side. They fuck some shit up, as y'all seen. And their energy so powerful, they force so strong that it can either heal people, like he was healing them kids when he was dancing for them, or he can cause straight chaos and fuck some shit up and trigger a riot. The clown movement, the trickster movement, you might as well call it the Joker movement. So this is what you seeing here, y'all. This is what you see. You seeing this guy dealing with, you seeing this guy deal with this shit, like dealing with the trials and the fucked up shit that goes on in this society on a daily basis. And he even called them out on it on the show. He's like, y'all motherfuckers said that I'm crazy because I'm different. No, y'all crazy because y'all the same. That's basically what he was saying. Y'all some crazy motherfuckers. Then he shot the motherfucking comedian, the other comedian, because he needed to shoot that nigga, because he was making fun of him on national television. He was crushing his dream. His dream was to be a comedian, and then he shut him down. And then had the audacity to invite him on his show to make more fun of him. I shot that motherfucker too if I was the Joker. Hell, shit. Shoot that motherfucker, Joker. Damn, he crushing your dream. You see what I'm saying? He crushed your spirit. So goddamn, he had to get his. So every motherfucker in the movie, he had to murk. Now he didn't murk a lot of people. He just murked motherfuckers who deserved it. He killed his mama. He killed the co-worker. He killed them 3 niggas on the train. Now, that was real ritualistic. The 3 motherfuckers he killed on the train was him activating his hypothalamus, pituitary, and pineal gland. You see what I'm saying? That was the 3. But, it was funny. Like, motherfuckers missed that shit. Before he killed them, they was picking on a lady. You see what I'm saying? They was picking on a young lady. But his laughter, his voice, his laughter, once again, that trickster energy, saved her because he was laughing so much, it allowed her time to get up and move the fuck away. So he saved her life. He saved her from possibly getting raped. He saved her from possibly getting killed by these crazy motherfuckers. So he wasn't the one that was crazy. These motherfuckers was crazy. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't the one that was out of his mind. They was out of his mind. They was the ones out of their mind. He did things in this movie that let you know that this nigga was a master. You see what I'm saying? That he was the trickster deity. The shit look crazy. The shit look wacky. The shit look chaotic. But the SU energy is controlled chaos. It's chaos with a purpose. This shit is happening for a reason. And his whole storyline was to show you how fucked up society was and how he, a fucking unstable child, had to put up with this shit even though he was unstable. Nobody cared about him. Nobody cared that he was unstable. But shit, he still dealt with that shit the best way he could until it all started falling apart. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it really started falling apart. When it fell apart because that was his story. You see what I'm saying? He was the SU energy. The trickster guy rising. You see what I'm saying? The rise of the trickster energy. So, this is a vortex. They put it in Libra. Libra is the sign of balance. It's an air sign, right? So they put it on a 4-day, which is grounding the energies of SU onto the planet, onto this plane of existence. And it's funny. The shit that was happening in this movie. You see what I'm saying? It was some mind blowing shit. Now, other things that happened to him that made him interesting. He was always hitting his forehead on something. That was him activating his third eye. You see what I'm saying? He was tapping into his third eye energy. You see what I'm saying? And anytime he hit that head, he was making a breakthrough into his inner self. Because they was trying to keep him from the truth. The whole movie, they was trying to keep him from his truth. And what make you respect the Joker is he fought for his truth. Goddamn, he fought for his truth. And what happened? It led to a riot, a much needed riot, because they told you in the movie that motherfuckers was suffering all over the world, all over the city. We're gonna just say city in this case, but we know it's all over the world in reality. Motherfuckers was suffering. So this chaos was needed. This riot, this awakening was needed to wake everybody up out of this fucking slumber that they was in, that they was sleeping in. So what they did, they put on masks. What the masks represent? A persona. What is a persona? A persona is a mask of resolution created by your heart so that you can deal with different situations in life. That's what the persona is. So, he was a clown. His main persona was he was a clown, which is trickster energy, the food card in tarot. And the food card, if anybody know anything about the tarot, is the most powerful card because it is the possibility, it's the energy of endless possibility, endless potential. It can be anything. The world card is the end of those endless possibilities. It's the result of those endless possibilities. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you're seeing here. That's why he wore purple. Most of the time, the tarot card, the Joker is wearing purple or red or white. You see what I'm saying? Yellow. You see yellow a lot in this movie. The solar plexus. Him finding out his personal power. Him taking control of his life to do what he need to do to fucking bring this energy to the planet. And he did the best way he knew how. You see what I'm saying? Let's see how many people he killed. He killed the 3 motherfuckers on the train. He killed his mama. He killed the comedian, which was 5. So 5 is a portal. That's the 5 elements. He activated something. You see what I'm saying? He activated something. And it's something that he activated was everyone's connection to the spiritual realm because he's the messenger of God. And so, by the way he activated this connection to the spiritual realm is your intuition got to upgrade. You see what I'm saying? All y'all intuition who went and watched this movie, and even if you didn't watch the movie, because the energy hit the planet, period, your intuition just got a overhaul. You see what I'm saying? Overhaul, upgrade. You see what I'm saying? What up, Star Series? What up, Blake? So your intuition just got an overhaul, supreme upgrade. You see what I'm saying? So because you gonna need this level of intuition as we get into this fucking cosmic war that's going on right now. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just a spiritual war, fucking magical war. It's a cosmic war. This shit happening everywhere in this solar system right now. Shit popping off. It's Star Wars for real around this bitch, both on the planet and around the planet. You see what I'm saying? And in space. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers fighting in space. Star Wars, like real shit. So you needed this SU energy to hit the planet to wake y'all up out of this slumber. That chaos energy wake y'all up, make y'all uncomfortable, make y'all feel like something wrong. Like y'all, you can feel it in your soul, like, nah, something ain't right about this shit. But you ignore it on any other occasion to go about your day-to-day life. But SU made that shit so strong that you couldn't ignore it. You no longer could you ignore this shit. Like, alright, I gotta deal with this now. I gotta deal with this. I gotta deal with this. Whatever this problem is, I gotta figure it out and see what the fuck is going on. That's what's happening here. That's what the Joker energy deals with. You see what I'm saying? So you seen a very, very powerful movie. Another thing you will notice is, even though that wasn't his mama, he absorbed her energy. He absorbed so much of his energy, he unlocked the same fucking psychological problems she had. Like, old girl, he thought he was dating her in the physical, but when he found out the truth that his mama was fucked up, she had like a real bad mental illness, psychosis or whatever. He realized that the bitch he was dealing with was in his mind, which is why he went into her house. She didn't even know who the fuck he was in reality. Well, she knew who he was, but he wasn't dating her. And that's when he knew that, oh shit, I done absorbed this bitch energy. And that's when he went and killed her. Because her energy was fucking his mind up and his heart up. You see what I'm saying? So he had to take out the game so he can get his mind and heart back. So cause the shit that she told him was just all lies. Like, when he read that dossier, he was like, this shit is crazy. You mean tell me I was raped? All this shit happened to me? All this crazy shit? All the things they did to me, was this real? Yeah. So you seeing the resurrection of the Trickster God. You see what I'm saying? The Trickster God. And it's a beautiful movie. It's a real sad movie because everything he showed you in this movie was true. I mean it was really true. This is how he showed you the dark side of society, which is what you need to see. The darkness. The side of society everybody fucking ignores. You see what I'm saying? Like, these politicians here to telling motherfuckers that they beneath them. But in the movie, his energy awoke in the people and they started to fucking rebel against him. Once he killed them 3 motherfuckers on the train, the people absorbed that energy because that was him activating his 3 glands, his 3 kings, his 3 magi. And the people absorb that energy, and what they do, they done mass, and then they go to war. They rebel against the system. Then their final push was what? Notice, before I continue, notice, all through the movies, the cops couldn't fuck with him because he was on his path. You see what I'm saying? They didn't really get his ass to the end of the movie till the damage was done, because the SU energy, that chaos energy, was protecting him because he had a job to do. He came here to fucking use this chaos energy to trigger this awakening. And they didn't get him until this awakening was triggered. Like, this is what we talking about. Motherfuckers always be like, why the bad guys always seem to be protected, Marvin? They protected by chaos energy. Because chaos energy is the true energy. That's what it is. That melanin. He protected by that force. You see what I'm saying? So, that's what he shows you in this movie. This purpose. He had a purpose. That's like I said, control chaos, purposeful chaos. He had a purpose, and the purpose was to awaken the people. And once he truly awakened the people, it was a full-on ride. Motherfucker was fucking Gotham City up, and you gonna see that a lot soon. It's gonna be a lot of rioting soon. It's already a lot of rioting on this planet because motherfuckers is waking up and they shaking this shit. Now they shaking Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is receiving those vibrations, healing herself, and she's giving birth to new forces and new energies. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you seeing. So they receive that energy, y'all. They receive that energy after he killed them motherfuckers, cause he conquered his. Cause like I said, it's horror occultism. You keep what you kill. Every energy you conquer is yours in horror occultism. You see what I'm saying? So when he killed them 3 motherfuckers on that train, that energy projected out into the world. They absorbed that energy, and then everybody took on the clown movement, the trickster movement. You see what I'm saying? The SU movement. So and this is what fucking created the riot. And what happened at the end of the movie? They saved him from the police. That's the funny fucking part. They saved him from the police. They hit the motherfucking police, let him out, and then what? On top of the police car, they show you his rising. They telling you right here, right now, that when you get on this spiritual shit, not even the fucking cops can fuck with you. It was so many times this movie, they thought they almost had it, but he slipped through their grasp. And even at the end of the movie, when they so-called thought they had him, he once again slipped through their grasp. Cause he was fucking running. He killed the woman in the fucking room, and he escaped the asylum once again. And I don't think they caught him because he would go on to create a lot of terror. But of course, his energy, this energy gave way to another energy, which was who? Batman or Kamazos, the mind bat guy. So, cause there must be balance in the force. So the Dark Knight rising. First, the Dark Villain had to rise. You see what I'm saying? Then the Dark Villain gave way to the Dark Knight. See what I'm saying? But they both two sides of the same coin, because they are the fucking. You got the trickster, and then you got the bad god of death, rebirth, and sacrifice. Which is basically what Batman was doing. He was a fucking ninja. he lived in the darkness. He walked through the shadows to serve the light. So this is what Joker did. He also walked through the shadows to serve this purpose. But they both two sides of the same coin. So what they call it, good or bad, light and dark. Actually, it was black light. It wasn't even fucking light. It was black light, ultraviolet light. That's why he was wearing purple. Cause ultraviolet light is the third real light that comes out of the darkness, the melanin. You see what I'm saying? You got gamma, you got X-ray, then you got ultraviolet light. Joker represented that ultraviolet light, that black light that came out. You see what I'm saying? That's why at the end of the movie he wore purple. And that black light rose. And everybody praised him. Everybody praised SU for his work, for freeing them, for awakening them from their slumber of the tyranny of the system. Cause Thomas Wayne and all them motherfuckers, they represented the archons, the elites, the cabal. You see what I'm saying? Everybody who's making sure that the people stay beneath them. You see what I'm saying? So bravo Joker, bravo SU for showing us. Let's see here. Y'all want to see what SU look like? This him here. Want to show the God, the deity. You see what I'm saying? And what it said here. He the African deity of Crossroads, Trickster. He the African deity of the Crossroads, the Trickster energy, the Messenger energy, and he the deity of portal opening. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And of course, he the messenger between mankind and the deities and the gods. So he the messenger between us and the force, which is your intuition. That's your true messenger. You see what I'm saying? Your intuition is your ancestors and your deities talking to you through imagery, through sounds, through visualizations, through feelings, You see what I'm saying? All this is make up your intuitive program that's living inside you, your true program. So that's what SU represented here. That's what the guy represented. That's what he did. He came here to remind y'all of this truth that y'all have forgotten. Wake up, my people. Cause these motherfuckers here are ravenous. They was letting the city be destroyed. Cause at least these motherfuckers rioting and raising hell. It's hell outside. These motherfuckers at a fucking play, watching a movie. You know, enjoying a good life. So that's what you're seeing in this movie. You see what I'm saying? So the Joker, when he confront Thomas Wayne, he let him know, like, so you mean to tell me my mother is crazy? And that's when he found out the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's when he found out the truth. And it's funny. He met Thomas Wayne, and the ride that was created murked Thomas Wayne because he was the one that told him, y'all beneath me, y'all clowns, y'all tricksters. So when he called them clowns, tricksters, they absorbed their energy and used their energy to kill his ass. So it's funny. It's funny how things work out here. So with that being said, I think those are the main things I seen in this movie that there needed to be said. You see what I'm saying? That really, really need to be said. Cause 7 people died in this movie. You see what I'm saying? If you include Thomas Wayne and his wife. The other 5, Joker killed himself, but his movement killed fucking Thomas Wayne and his wife, which was the 7, which is 7 chakras. You see what I'm saying? So 7 chakras are activated in this movie because it's horror occultism. You keep what you kill. And in horror occultism, each person that dies is sorry about that, I lost my train of thought. Each person that dies represents a chakra most of the time. It's usually about 6 or 7 people that die in the movie. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time. So it's chakras. And that chakra energy activated him, and it also activated Batman or Bruce Wayne. Comatose. You see what I'm saying? They will forever clash from this point on. You see what I'm saying? Gotham being their arena. You see what I'm saying? So that's the main thing about this movie. And it's funny. I was coming over here, and it was a green light, but it was no fucking, you know, it's a green light, but the light is, one of the lights is a traffic. It has one of the arrows that let you turn left, right? But it was already cut off. So usually when that happens, you know, a person drive forward. Nah. When I got to the light, the fucking yellow light came back on. So motherfuckers had to stop so I could turn and get to this destination so I can get out of this lecture. So that was SU there. Let me know, because it was yellow, personal power. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't even green, it was yellow, personal power. Solar plexus. So that I found it to be funny that this little event happened. He made sure, like, we ain't wasting not another second to get this lecture out. You see what I'm saying? So I always remember the deities, the gods, when you're on your path, they got your back. And they gonna make sure you get to what you need to be to do what needs to be done. Whether it's teach, whether it's fulfill some missions, whether it's fulfill some objectives, whatever. Whatever you doing on your path to fucking heal this planet and ascend this planet and help the people, your ancestors, the deities, the gods, and the primordial realm itself gonna always make sure that you're gonna come out on top, no matter what. So, with that being said, that pretty much ends this particular lecture. Any questions? Any questions? So yeah, I always remember These movies are nothing but visual grimoires. Always remember that. Like they told you, like Aerosmith told you, always learn from fools and from sages. Because the fool or the trickster may have just as much knowledge as the sage. So any other questions before I get up out of here? Sky Birdman Rose Garcia, thank you. No problem. This is what we do. This is what we do. We bring y'all this intel so that y'all can take it and do what you need to be done. So, but all right, y'all don't have any questions. I'm getting on up out of here. Marvin Jones, share this with your friends. They'll know what it is. They'll know what's going on. Put the word out. You know, check out my other lectures on my YouTube channel, Mail Now Order, and I'm out. Peace.